here are my study guides. This is only for med-surg, okay? I'm in med-surg 2 right now. Mental health, nursing, pharmacology, and research evidence-based practice. That class is irrelevant. You didn't hear it from me. But today I'm focusing on med-surg because I feel like that's one of my core classes that's full of content on top of content on top of content. I can't even speak it anymore. It's just so much. So here we have 3 exams, and these are my study guides that my nursing bestie and I, shout out to Aubrey, we create them together, and we literally go based off the PowerPoints, and then we put additional information that we feel can help us have more understanding of what's going on within the PowerPoints. So this is my med-surg 1, and please don't mind my nails. Quarantine has gotten the best of me. This is my med-surg 2 and med-surg 3. I'm just going to show you guys how thick they are. This one is the thickest because it accidentally printed out single-sided. This one might be the thinnest. And then there's this one. So yes, welcome to nursing school where you don't get a study guide. You don't know what's going to be on the exam. So pretty much you have to study for the entire chapter. And there might only be about 2 questions on that chapter that you studied, but here we are. So if you're interested in learning how I study for my finals prep, keep watching and make sure you subscribe.
What is important to you?
how I study, I like to look at my study guide first, and then I'll jump into some practice questions to really test my knowledge. The last time I looked at this information for this particular exam was January, and it is now April. So I did have to refresh myself a little bit, and the questions weren't as familiar as the first time I looked at them. So I did get a few wrong, but it is okay to get questions wrong. And I really like Evolve because it gives you a rationale as to why your answer was wrong and exactly why the other one was correct. So what I also do is write the rationale down. I think that's really helpful. And being able to just literally get that coordination with your brain and your handwriting really lets you remember, and you'll be taking your exam and be like, oh my god, I remember that because I wrote it down from Evolve. And sidebar, Evolve is very challenging. Their questions are hard. I know a lot of my nursing friends use Evolve. It's about $90. My nursing bestie purchased it and we share the account. So if you and your nursing bestie want to go ahead and go half, that's smart. She bought it without me even knowing because I would have went half with her. But she shared it with me because she's just an angel and I love her to death. But yes, so make sure you are doing practice questions. I think that it's important to study the content and make sure that my hair is just like doing something over here, but whatever. Yes. So make sure you have a system and really figure that out for yourself. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go into my exam 2 study guide because this is the exam that I scored the lowest, which was the 86. And a lot of people in my cohort didn't do well on this exam, being as though we only had about, I think like a week or two to study for it, and we had exams back to back every week that round for our exams. And of course they don't care, we just have to figure it out per usual. But yes, this exam was on GI, pancreatitis, liver disorders, cancers. It was a lot. So yes, make sure you know the exam that you didn't do too well on, or the exam that was your lowest, because my professor just told me that she's going to make sure that she really focuses on this exam because a lot of people didn't do too well. So I'm going to make sure I'm ready for all the questions that she has for us and go from there. And I just wanted to show you guys exactly how I go in and I study and I do my practice questions. I want to do the exact same thing for this study guide, but I don't want to bore you with watching me study and highlight and do questions. And I just love how that first question was a select all that apply. It's just the story of my life. And it's so weird because I always do well on select all that apply, but I'll get like an easy question wrong. Like, that's just personally me. I know everyone's different. A lot of people struggle with select all that apply, but for some reason I literally kind of like them a little bit, but in a way I don't, because they're kind of scary because you don't know if they're right, and there's multiple options that are right. But the way I do it, fun fact, I literally just look at the question. I really make sure I understand the question. I think that's really important for all questions nursing related. And I think to myself, okay, what is the question asking me? And before I even look at the answers that are given to me, I think to myself, okay, I know it's this. It's probably you want to sit the patient up in semi-Fowler's position. Okay, and what else do you want to do? You probably want to teach them about their diet, like things that you just already feel like correlate with the question. That helps me a lot. And then as I go and I actually look at the answers, I immediately pick out the answers that I know are right, and I don't let myself pick the answers that I tried to make right. Like, literally, I'm trying to rationalize as to why I feel like that question, that answer is right. 9 times out of 10, it's wrong. Whatever my brain picked out the first second, I'm rocking out with that, and those are my answers. So you guys seen how I did pretty well on my select all that apply. I got some questions wrong, but that's fine. It's all about learning from them and being able to figure out why you got those questions wrong. So we're going to just jump right into this, and I'll be back with a little overview and some tips to help you guys study as well.